We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is it worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Direct, blunt, and exactly what needs to be said. So Tom Homan, this is why I like Tom Homan. This guy is cutting through this media BS, all of the emotion, all of the spin, clear message. Look, we got laws. We are a nation of laws. The laws have to be enforced. So they can choose to stay, these U.S. citizens, these mixed families, they can choose to stay, or they can separate and the illegal immigrants can go alone. So let's break down what's going on here. Trump sat down with this propagandist, I forgot her name, Kristen Welker or something like that. But he was on her show Sunday and he reaffirmed what we just heard his borders are say. Look, these families, if you guys want to be all emotional, crying, oh, the children, you want to do all of that, look, the whole family can be deported if that's the case, because what you're not going to do is emotionally manipulate us into allowing illegal immigration, because that's what they've been doing for years. Oh, you got kids in cages. Oh, how dare you? They're bringing kids over and you're putting a criminal father over here in the jail and you're taking the kids away from the criminal mother. If they cross the border illegally, they can go back. Or if some woman came over pregnant and had an anchor baby in the United States, she's still an illegal. That whole citizenship, birthright citizenship, that's up for debate. But what the media has been doing is running an emotional campaign to try to stir up resistance against Trump, not by law, but by pure emotion. You can't separate these people because the mother is a criminal alien by law, but she had a baby on U.S. soil, so therefore she gets to stay. Forget the law, because she had a baby on U.S. soil. And Tom Homan and Trump said, look, man, we ain't playing this stuff. We're not going to be manipulated. Let's look at Trump's interview. He's going to talk about his priorities. His priorities are the criminals, the rapists, the murderers, people like that. She's going to constantly ask them, well, you're going to deport everybody? You're going to deport everybody? What about the logistics, the cost and all that? So Trump is telling her, we're starting, because we only have 4 years, we're going to put all of our resources into hunting down these gangs, these murderers, these rapists. Let's take a look.
You've talked about prioritizing people who have criminal histories.
Correct.
But is it your plan to deport everyone who is here illegally over the next 4 years?
Well, I think you have to do it. And it's a very tough thing to do. But you have to have, you have rules, regulations, laws. They came in illegally. So we had 11,000 and 13,000 different estimates, 13,099 murderers released into our country over the last 3 years. They're walking down the streets. They're walking next to you and your family, and they're very dangerous.
I just want to make sure I'm clear, which is that you're saying, yes, you're going to focus on the people with criminal histories, but everyone who's here illegally has to go.
I'm saying this. We have to get the criminals out of our country. We have to get people that were taken out of mental institutions and put them back into their mental institution, no matter what country it is. Number one, we're doing criminals, and we're going to do them really rapidly. We're getting the worst gang probably with MS-13, and the Venezuelan gangs are the worst in the world. They're vicious, violent people.
You said it yourself. You would
but everything's complicated.
Yeah, you mean you need 24 times more ICE detention capacity just to deport 1 million people per year, not to mention more agents, more judges, more planes. Is it realistic to deport everyone who's here illegally?
You have no choice. First of all, they're costing us a fortune. But we're starting with the criminals, and we got to do it. And then we're starting with others, and we're going to see how it goes.
Who are the others?
Others are other people outside of criminals. We have convicted murders. We don't mean people that are even on trial. We have people that have murdered numerous people are on our streets and in our farms, and we have to get them out of our country.
What about, let me ask you about another group of people, the estimated 4 million families in America who have mixed immigration status. So I'm talking about parents who might be here illegally, but the kids are here legally. Your borders are,
You're talking about separation.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are two aspects to this. Your border czar, Tom Homan, said they can be deported together.
Correct.
Is that the plan?
Well, that way you keep well, I don't want to be breaking up families. So the only way you don't break up the family is you keep them together, and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you're going to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out like, this doesn't work.
So we can see Trump's focus is clear. He wants to deport everybody, but he understands the numbers, the logistics. That's why he's making his point clear. Criminals first. And what this interview didn't show, what NBC News cut off at the end of this clip, is Trump is not saying that he's going to take U.S. citizens and forcibly expel them from the country. That's not the plan. He's saying, look, if the mom, grandpa, somebody like that, if they're illegal immigrants and they have anchor babies, little kids or whatever, or if they got some family member, relative who are U.S. citizens who are here legally, the U.S. citizens, they can stay in the United States. But if mom, if papa, or whoever the hell it is who needs to be deported, if y'all don't want to be separated, the whole family can go together. The U.S. citizens can choose, look, I don't want to be separated from Papa, so I'm going to go back with them. That's a choice they're going to make. That's how you combat this Democrat left-wing nonsense trying to tug at people's heartstrings. Oh, you can't separate the families. It's not going to work. We are a nation of laws. And you know what? Another thing is this whole emotional argument. Oh, they came illegally, but now they got an anchor baby and you need to let them stay. This is so terrible. It's a slap in the face to all of the people who spend years and thousands of dollars trying to come in legally. You just let these people cross the border, do whatever the hell they want, and start reaping all types of luxuries, freebies, welfare, all types of crap like that. So bottom line is, Tom Homan, Donald Trump, they're not playing. And the Democrats, they need to find another argument. This whole emotional nonsense talking about, oh, you can't separate the kids. If a U.S. citizen committed a crime, if a guy had his children with him, he went to rob a bank or gas station, he got arrested. Right there, he will be separated from his family. Committed a crime, you're separated from your family. So if these illegal immigrants cross the border, which is a crime, and do even more crime in the United States, they can be separated from their family too. And we're not going to cry. We're not going to create policies and laws based on emotions. You can't make laws based on emotions. What the hell? But these Democrats, they love talking about emotion to avoid talking about the substance of the issues. They don't want to talk about the facts, the real crisis of illegal immigration in the United States. So let me know what you guys think about this. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more on this conservative commentary. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.